Go.
You took forever on the one.
I was like, that's the pause button. Wait, hit the play button. Hey, what's up, guys? How are y'all? Welcome back to the Option Select Podcast. I'm Rick, and with me, as always, my partner in crime, who's not sponsored by Modelo, but wishes to be, Ruben Salazar.
What's up, man?
What's up, dude? How are you?
Chilling.
Yeah, this is a podcast where me and Ruben, we talk about video games, things that are going on, things that we just want to talk about, discuss, weekend updates, weekday updates, and things that we've been doing. And we just want to share it with you guys. And I say this all the time, guys, you could be anywhere right now on a Friday night, but you're here with us, and we really appreciate it. We really do. We
Hell
really
yeah.
do. I mean, there's so many times when me and Ruben go on our pod and our own separate streams, and our friends from chat just talk to us about it, and it makes our day. It really does.
Hell yeah.
You know, so we really appreciate it. So yeah, thank you guys very much.
Thanks so much.
Yeah. It was funny. I told my mom, she came by earlier. I was like, "Hey, mom, we'll do the podcast today." She's like, "Oh yeah." She's like, "I've actually been listening more than just the intro this time." I'm like, "Oh, thanks, mom."
Listening to the video game news.
She's like, "Usually I'll just do the 5 minutes and then I'll leave." I'm like, "Actually, lately I've been listening to all of it."
We've been doing like 45-minute intros
"Wow."
lately.
Yeah. Thank you, mom. Appreciate it. So yeah, guys, this is basically just our little show that we've been doing for 79 weeks, and we'll continue to go and keep it a nice steady episode, nice steady pace.
Every Friday night.
From
now on.
We appreciate it. Until contracts are up and
Until we gotta
renegotiate. Yeah, renegotiate.
Well, with Spotify with $100 million, hopefully.
But we got to move to Austin.
Oh, damn.
And they tell us what to do.
We got to get like a tube studio.
They tell us what to do, and they're just someone's in our mic all the time.
It's like a little red rocket studio.
Like, we need you to change the direction.
Can we make it blue though instead of red, so we can do the blue pill? And be like, no, you just don't want to listen to anything ever.
We'll take that. We'll do that. Guys, we start off every episode with how was your week, Ruben? What'd you do, Papa?
Well, basically, I worked all week, getting ready for the holidays that are coming up.
Yes, they are.
Unlike you, I don't have like a peak season, but what I end up having to do is having to make up the work day on like a Saturday.
Yeah.
So I've got to work next Saturday to make up for Thursday. So I basically like had to do like some double ordering for my next Friday delivery and stuff. Get that out of the way.
Make the transitions nice and smooth.
Yeah, because I had a lot of stops that are like Monday, Friday accounts. So instead of visiting them on Friday and then going right back and seeing them on Monday, I decided to double them up on Friday. That way I don't have to see them on Saturday. It makes my day a little bit lighter, but it also gives me a chance to visit some customers that are closed on Monday that are my Tuesday accounts, because everything gets pushed forward a day.
You always have the weirdest schedule,
It's
and
so
you've
weird.
told me about it a million times, and I'm always like,
So I got to run Monday on Saturday, Tuesday on Monday, Wednesday on Tuesday, Thursday on Wednesday. I'm off
You're
Thursday
shifting
for
everything.
Thanksgiving, and then I have to do Friday on Friday.
okay.
And then where that's going to get real fucked up is Christmas and New Year's, because they're both on Fridays.
They are.
So I have to work Saturdays, both the day after Christmas and the day after New Year's.
Oh,
So,
not the day after New Year's.
Yeah,
The first?
Yeah, no. The
Like the second.
Second. New Year's
Okay.
is the
Okay.
first.
Yeah. Yeah. Because we get the last day off and New Year's off. We gotta come back in a second, but I think it falls on a weekend, so yeah. We'll
Yeah,
see.
so it's a little shitty, but I'm just looking
the short
forward
end,
to I'm just looking forward to getting through these next month and a half,
Yes.
because I get my vacation back, I get my sick time back, and I'm just gonna be like, fuck,
You're gonna give it to
dude.
Cyberpunk again?
I got no, I got yeah, because it's gonna get delayed into 2021. I get 4 weeks now that I've been there for 6 years. So I had 3 weeks last year. I get 4 weeks now.
Damn.
So I'm excited, man. I'm excited to get my time back, because it doesn't just like accrue over time. It just automatically right at the beginning of the year. Like, so I'm thinking birthday week in April.
Of course.
I'm thinking
Or let's call it Guilty Gear Week.
Guilty Gear week. There we
Yeah.
go.
Last year it was Final Fantasy.
Yeah, it was Final
Or
Fantasy.
this year it was Final Fantasy Week.
Yeah. And I actually want to go on a vacation next year, with the Honda Civic going back.
Yes.
It's gonna free me up with like $600
That's a raise, bro.
a month.
That's a raise.
So yeah, I'm just looking forward to giving it back, and then saving that money and like putting it towards the house, but also setting it aside for a vacation, because me and Alice are just fucking tired of being at home, and like we want to get out, but we're gonna go to like wilderness. We're not gonna go
Get disconnected.
Yeah.
Enjoy the fresh air.
get
Yeah.
high as shit. No, just go
We get
somewhere.
banned. We get banned. Here comes the fish cops.
No, get
They
fired.
hit us with DMCA's.
But we're just looking to get out of town and
Yeah.
like get the fuck out of here and go live in the countryside for a little while.
Fresh
like in the
air. I'm
mountains.
all for that, brother.
But this week at work, nothing crazy. Well, something crazy. did
Semi-crazy?
happen. Something did crazy. Yeah. So on Wednesday, I went to go visit a customer, and usually at work I wear a hat and I like
Where's your mask?
I always wear my
Okay.
mask, and I have my hair oiled up because it keeps my hair out of my face. Like if I oil it up, slick it back, put my hat on, it keeps it out of my face, right?
Yeah.
So this restaurant owner, gentleman person, like snuck up behind me while I was picking up some carpets and like ran his hand through my hair
Oh.
and then like caressed my ear.
Oh.
Bro.
Triggered.
I wasn't triggered because I could easily like take
Defend
advantage.
yourself in
I
that
could
situation?
defend. Like I'm not. Like I'm not worried about him in any stretch of the imagination. Like I'd fucking murder this guy. But yeah, it was just really awkward,
Uncomfortable.
and I was like, "Yo, what are you doing?"
Yeah,
dude?
bro,
He was like,
yeah.
"Oh man, you just have the nicest hair."
Yeah, you could have just said that.
You could just give me the compliment and move on.
Yeah.
You don't have to touch me. And then like I asked my boss whenever I got back. I was like,
Technically sexual harassment.
I was like, I feel like I got sexually harassed earlier in the day, and he's like, "Who's the customer? I want to talk to them." I said, No, hold on. I got to get a contract renewal first, and then we can talk to this guy about sexual harassment. I'm not trying. I'm trying to get this $150 check first, and then you can slide up in there and be like, "Yo, you sexually harassed my driver."
What's the name of that? Okay.
I can't.
Male, okay, male or female?
Off air. Male. It was
Okay,
a
so
male.
male. So I'll be just throwing names. Like,
Okay.
Look, Greg, we know what you did, and we got this contract here that if you review it and look at it and
I'm not
sign
doing
it,
that. I'm not doing that. I want him to sign first, and then I
Right.
want my boss to go in there and be like, "Look, man, you can't touch other people."
Oh,
bro."
there you go. There
That's
you go.
what I want to happen. Like, it was weird because he was married, and then I was like, "Aren't you married, dude?" And he's like, "No, I'm separated, but now I'm going after guys and girls." I was like, "Okay,
right out there,
That's new,
right out
but
there.
also,
Why me?
don't fucking touch me, bro.
Touch me.
I can do better than you. It's like I can do better than you, bro."
And the thing is, if you were a female, bam, that would have been a fucking lawsuit right there.
Yeah, it would have been.
Easy.
It would have been a lawsuit, but also I feel like as a female, I could see where like females would get like uncomfortable in that situation.
Definitely.
Like you can't like this guy is definitely heavier than me, but I wasn't threatened.
Of course not.
But like if I was a female, I would feel threatened for sure.
Yeah.
And like if he's done that to me, like I don't want to know what he's done at
Easily.
work. You know what I'm saying?
Oh god, that's just put people in.
But I don't want to call him out or nothing like
Whatever,
that. Like,
yeah.
I feel like I could have handled the situation, but as a woman, I don't think I would have. And then like it also in that same context, like the following day, I'm at work, and then like one of the towel ladies, like an older Mexican towel lady, right? Like mid 50s. She goes, "What's your name?" And I'm like, "Oh, my name's Ruben." I know her name.
Yeah.
I know her name. She doesn't know my name.
It happens.
Okay,
It
whatever.
happens, yeah.
Okay, whatever. I got a name tag. Whatever. She doesn't have a name tag. I know her name.
Lupe.
Sure. But like we've like sat side by side and like folded
Had
towels
lunch.
because we folded towels because I needed these green towels that I need for throughout the day or whatever. Anyway, like so we bullshit and talked or whatever. Like, oh, that lady's a bitch, right? And like we just talk shit, right? She's like, "What was your name again?" I was like, "Oh, it's Ruben." She goes, "Oh, okay. My name's Teresa." I was like, "I don't know what your name is." But anyway, she goes, I love your hair. And I'm like, oh, okay,
thank you.
That's how you give a compliment,
just
right?
like that. Just like that.
In that same context, that's how you give
Not-
a compliment.
not grope.
Not
Yeah,
fucking rub your hand through my
no
hair and then
groping.
like feel my earlobe.
Oh,
fucking weirdo.
God.
Anyway, sorry.
Yeah.
It was a little upsetting.
That's upsetting. I wouldn't like it.
That was, yeah. I've seen somebody touch your face and what you do to somebody who touches your face. So
Don't touch my face.
Don't touch your face, bro.
Don't touch
I
my
get it.
face.
But
Don't
also
touch
don't touch the back of my head, like weirdly, and then rub my ear also in that same context, and knock my ear.
During a pandemic.
During a pandemic, also don't fucking touch me, bro. Other than that,
Besides that sexual harassment,
I was the happy recipient of an Xbox Series S on Tuesday. I'll get to the PlayStation stuff. I got an Xbox Series S on Tuesday, and I'm very, very, very happy with it. For $299, I think it's the best
it's goodbye.
entry console, and I put that over the Switch because of Game Pass. But they do have their strengths and weaknesses. So the Switch has the ability to be portable.
Yeah, definitely.
And all that stuff. But also with Game Pass, you have the ability to be portable at any time you want now as well. Like I can play any game off my Game Pass right here, right now. So that they are adding that portable aspect to it. The console is very strong. It was pulling, I think, 30 FPS because it is the S, it's not the X. So Assassin's Creed at 4K was doing 30 FPS, which was pretty solid, giving all the graphics and stuff like that. But I usually have it at 1080p whenever I'm streaming, and it does 60. So it's
Perfect.
no problem there.
Yeah.
I've got no problem with that. And like just being able to if I wanted to download a game right now while we're sitting, if like you had brought up a game to me, like, oh, I've never played that, and it's on Game Pass, I can literally bring it up on my phone, download it to the console that Mikkel's playing right now. She's playing Frostpunk on my console. And like it'll download it and it'll even give me a little notification like, hey, your game's ready to go. Oh, sweet, cool. Things like that are nice to have.
Yeah, just looking at the console itself, I really like how its minimalistic design is. It's just a simple white box.
Yep.
One button to sync your controllers.
Yep.
And that's it.
And a power button.
And a power button.
The Xbox button is.
As a power button. Okay,
button.
yeah. So I mean, and then you have your USB ports in the back. And,
HDMI.
HDMI. I mean,
figure 8 power cord.
And then your LAN.
And you have a USB at the front. So there's 3 USBs total.
So yeah, I like that. Just right, like real simple.
Yeah,
I like that.
I dig it, man. It's light enough. It's like 3 pounds. Easy. It weighs nothing. You know, I put it in our little.
And I stacked it on top of my base PS4, and
it's like quadruple the power and so much quieter and so much faster, and it's crazy the amount of power that they stacked into that small box. So I'm very, very impressed with it. Would I upgrade to an X? Probably not.
At least not now.
There's a lot of issues that I saw going on with the X. Like people's disk drives weren't working. There was that whole vape controversy.
I came home and Mikkel was watching the news and things. There was a segment things that you like news that shouldn't be real, but unfortunately is. And then like even my Xbox tweeted out like, don't vape into your.
Don't vape into
your. Don't vape.
Just don't do it.
Just don't vape, guys.
I mean. Whatever, I'll do it right now.
Just don't vape.
I'll do it right now.
Garbage.
But would I upgrade to an X? I feel like I don't need the extra power. I feel like 1080p is perfectly fine to me. Like I don't notice 4K. I might be an old man, a dinosaur, or whatever. I don't notice it. Like even when I'm playing,
you're fine
on my PC. Like and I can play at 4K. I honestly don't notice. I would rather have a smooth, consistent high
that's
frame
where
rate.
I'm at. That's where I'm at. That nice steady smoothness. That's what I want.
Right.
I mean, if it had the extremely high fidelity, that 4K, like
I don't care.
Nah,
I don't care.
Yeah,
but I do like with the Game Pass. You know the cloud streaming. You checked it out last week whenever you were playing at my house on my phone.
Yep.
I actually hooked it up to my TVs. It's pretty dope. So I've been playing Assassin's Creed and Doom Eternal this week. The reason why I started off playing Doom Eternal the day I got it, I downloaded the game after I did the updates and all that stuff. It was really easy to set up the console and everything. Fantastic console, front and back. It does the update and everything is through the Xbox app through your phone.
Really?
Yeah. It's like you want to log in with your stuff? Yeah, sure. And it logs you in, you know, and all you got to do is type in a code on your phone that pops up on the screen. It logs you in. It'll even set up all the settings and stuff that you had on an older Xbox.
Really?
The last time I had an Xbox was like 4 years ago. No, I had a One for a while.
That's right.
So the last time I had it was like 4 years ago. I don't remember anything of it. So I was like, nah, just set it up as a fresh console or whatever. So I got it set up as a fresh one. It had a 900 megabyte update. No big deal. And then after that, you know, and then I was like, I was looking at Game Pass. I was like, first thing I want to play Doom Eternal.
Yes.
Fucking let's go. Downloaded it, 55 gigs. It took like
put at its paces,
15 minutes. And then like I'm sitting there streaming, and one of my followers was in there. I also follow him as well. He's a really, really good player. He tells me, he goes, I was watching him while everything was loading up. I was watching him play Valhalla. I was like, fuck, Valhalla looks good. He's like, dude, you should get it. And I was like, yeah, I want it on PC, but like I kind of want to put the Xbox through its paces.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I said,
that's a good game to do it.
I said, fuck it. You know what? Let's just go ahead and put it on the Xbox. Check it out. The load times are quick. The graphics look good.
It looks pretty.
The sound is amazing. And I figured I would have less issues with the launch Ubisoft title through console because they build them for the consoles than I would with PC. PC, with Ubisoft, dude, you have to wait at least like 3 months for like a decent patch to get in there. Kind of like Horizon Zero Dawn was. Like
It's native
now,
to the consoles.
now it's
Yeah,
playable.
I saw somewhere they did another update patch.
Yeah, 1.07. So
Yeah.
they've gone through 7 iterations for it to become playable.
Yeah.
So I decided you know what, I'm gonna give it a shot on console. Fuck it, let's go.
Yeah.
It's on my digital library, so if I wanted to, get a Series X later, and if I wanted to get one later, I can. And then like my game's already there. I only bought the base edition, so I didn't like invest too much money. I just wanted to give it an initial shot. But basically everything on Xbox that I'm looking forward to is anything Bethesda related. It's all coming to Xbox now, except for Deathloop. Deathloop. Other than that, everything is coming on Xbox. The new Fallout, the new the new Elder Scrolls, excuse me. Those are all coming to to that specific console. So I'm happy I bought it. I'm happy that I get to go through some Game Pass games, some games that I never purchased, but I wanted to give a shot anyway. So I'm very, very happy with it. So
Good.
Doom Eternal's on my list right now. I'm going through that. I'm also going through Assassin's Creed. Ridiculously long game, by the way. Some of the areas are level like 300 and something.
What's the level cap? We don't know.
I don't know.
Unknown. What's the level cap in Odyssey?
There isn't one.
There's no cap?
99,
Okay.
I think.
Okay.
But you get 2 power points, so 2 skill points that you can use every level, right? So that would mean you have to get to level 180 to go do those areas, and that doesn't include like DLC and all the other stuff that you got going on. So it seems like it's going to be a very
big
long
one
game.
Yeah, when you showed me the map, I was like, oh,
The map is
I saw that.
huge.
I mean,
that's just England.
I don't know the scale of how big it is, but just looking at the the map screen, I was like, oh. And
Yeah,
then you were moving to the side. I'm like, okay, it's done. No,
Nope.
the camera kept moving.
Keeps
I'm
on
like,
going.
Oh,
And they changed up a lot of things on it. I'm very happy with it so far. They made it to where like it used to be where you can just pull up the bird when you're in a fortress, and like it'll highlight all the enemies for you. That doesn't exist anymore. What exists is you have to hold the right stick down, click, and then it sends out a wave like a pulse, and it tags the enemies for a short amount of time. Good luck. And then I have everything on the highest difficulty. I was like, "Fuck it! If I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna get the full
the
difficulty experience. I wanted the stealth as hard as it can go. I want the combat as hard as it can be, things like that. So I want this game to like eat up some time, because not only that, Cyberpunk supposedly coming out in a month. Supposedly.
Look at the calendar. I do have a calendar.
It's a month. So supposedly coming out in a month. I don't know.
Supposedly. Where's our wind?
But I got, that going on. But yeah, man, I'm having a blast with the Xbox. And then on yesterday, whenever I was on stream.
So I came home I had a late day from work, and I came into the stream, and I saw exclamation mark PS5 giveaway. Me and House both went in there for that.
I didn't say exclamation mark.
That's what House
PS5.
said.
No,
House
that's
said,
what he put in there because he was making a joke.
Troll.
He was being a troll.
Yeah. So House is like, I'm just here for the PS5 giveaway.
Yeah, fuck off. Fuck off. I can barely afford it myself.
I miss House.
I love House.
Yeah, hopefully he'll come down soon. Once he's
got
feeling better.
Pneumonia.
Yeah, once he feels better, hopefully he'll come by.
COVID-19.
Yeah, all of a sudden I can't taste. I hate to break it to you, bro. Hate to break it to you.
Hate to break it to you, bro. You got the COVID.
You got the COVID.
You got the COVID, bro.
Yeah, so I logged in.
COVID.
So I log in, and you're like, I was like, what the fuck is he doing? Yeah, I see a Walmart screen.
Oh yeah.
Okay, take it away.
All right, so I was talking with Six Pack on my stream, and he was like,
Six Pack. Okay, sorry.
We were both trying. He didn't get one either, but we had some windows open. I had the digital version and I had the disc version. And then I had already logged in. I set up my credit card information. That way I could just get in there and buy. And so like I had to refresh the page at like 8 o'clock exactly. And I was able to get the digital, add it to cart. Or no, it said like the add to cart button popped up. Clicked. Error. I was like, all right.
Refresh.
Disc. Add to cart. Refresh. That happened like 4 times. I was finally able to like... At one of those refreshes, I saw that my shopping cart had a little 1 notification.
You're in.
Okay,
You're
cool.
in. You're in.
I bring up the shopping cart on both screens now. boom, I'm going to the checkout, and it's like, and then like every time I was hitting checkout, it kept on freezing up and like, like dropping me out. I was like, fuck, refresh. I finally get through the checkout, like the checkout button. It finally goes forward. It's like, this item is now sold out.
Oh dear. Yeah, it kept saying, oh dear.
Fuck.
The North Pole is busy.
The North Pole is busy. Fuck off, Walmart. Get better servers. You're like the third largest economy in the world.
Yeah.
Get better servers. Anyway, it had crashed a few times, and I don't know if it was bots or just everybody, was already off of work.
Yeah.
Because I did try earlier in the day at like around 11. I was able to get it into the cart, but I didn't have an account, so I actually had to fill out everything.
No.
So it's all good. I've got that situated now. So the next one is on Black Friday. If everybody could abstain from,
don't buy it.
Buying it first. Let the OS boys get one.
We'll break it down. We'll have an revealing party.
Yeah, we'll have a little party. We'll get together, barbecue.
We'll stream it.
Have some good times. Yeah. Play Spider-Man and Demon Souls.
Exactly.
But
so don't buy it.
So yeah, we're trying. I was trying at least, and you were asking me why and all that other stuff, and I was like, why not try? Yeah. Why not just give it a shot? Like, if I didn't get it, it's expected. You know what I mean? But if I just magically managed
that'd be great.
Get it, like slide up in them DMs and be like, say, girl, say. And she was like, oh, okay, here's my tits.
Grabs your hair.
And I'd be like, oh, and grabs your hair and like rubs your hair. And then I'm in there. And I would have had it, but I didn't get it. So unfortunately that happened. But I thought it made for an interesting segment in the stream. I had, I think, like 7 or 8 people in there at the same time.
You had like 8 people, 8 of us just in there just trolling you. We'd walk in there, we're like, we got it. And you're like, oh, that's great. Congratulations.
I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, congratulations.
Go fuck yourself.
Yeah, congratulations.
Fuck yourself.
You're really like giving them like the, okay, cool. But inside your mind, you're like, you were wearing that mask where you're smiling, but you're crying behind.
Half my face was great and the other half wasn't.
Yeah. Yeah, because I know.
You're like, you're every meme on the PlayStation subreddit right now.
Bro, because I went to subreddit and everybody's like talking about, like, hey, look what I got. Check this in the cart. But I saw one that just made me laugh. It showed like a guy putting on white base makeup.
Oh, yeah.
Me trying at 3 p.m. And then he's putting on a red nose.
Yeah, the clown.
Me trying again at 7 p.m. Me trying at 11, but he has more color. And then by the end, he's like, I just try to get a picture. And he has like the whole...
Yeah. That's a great meme, dude.
I'm like, poor Ruben. I mean, but it was fun, though.
I just wanted to try.
It was fun. It was fun with experience and just hanging, chat in there with you,
right.
Being silly.
Did I fully expect to get one yesterday? No. But if
fun,
I would have, that would have been dope as shit. I would have gotten it next week sometime. I think whenever I checked at 11, it was like estimated delivery date was Wednesday the 25th.
Yeah.
Yeah, Wednesday the 20th. Oh, I'm sorry, 2 weeks from now on the 25th, the day before Thanksgiving.
Oof.
That would have been the estimated delivery date. So, and that would have been fine. Like, if I would have gotten it in, that would have been cool. If not, okay. Like, really, all I want to play on PlayStation right now is Spider-Man and Demon Souls. That's it. It ain't Godfall.
God.
But, like...
It ain't Godfall? And then Godfall.
And maybe Godfall later.
Oh, they said and Godfall.
No, it ain't Godfall. It ain't Godfall.
Okay.
The one thing that I do have to say, though, is I was highly contemplating the digital edition, and here's why.
Let's go. Spill it.
I saw some posts on Reddit where people were like, I bought a disc edition because here where I live, internet sucks.
Okay.
Right?
Seems
so
legit.
I want to be able to install the game from the disc and play, whatever updates come through. The internet sucks here, so I have to literally update shit overnight. Right? He goes, well, I put Spider-Man in there, and there was a gig on the disc.
Small game.
You had 54 more gigs to go. So he's like, I put the disc in there hoping that it would install the game and then like I could just turn off the update and just play the game, right? Nope. It had a gig of information that it wrote to the drive and then it had to download the other 54 gigs. So the only reason right now that I would want a disc version PlayStation is just to play PS4 game backwards compatible.
Interesting.
So now I'm off the disc train, bro.
Interesting.
I'm off the disc train. I get that we would be able to share games, but like as far as I'm concerned, if I'm gonna eat up my bandwidth anyway, I'm out. So now I just want to go with the fucking digital version.
I want to look this up. Because I'm curious now. Is this only for Miles Morales? Is this overall? Maybe it's just this one user's experience. But I want to look at it. I want to check it out.
You want to know how big Call of Duty Cold War is?
No, I really don't. But tell me. In line.
250 gigs. That's a third of your hard drive space.
Wait, what do you mean a third?
A third, because
Didn't we
it's only
talk about this last
600.
week?
Yeah, it's only 600. So here's the thing: if I wanted to invest in a PlayStation 5, which I do,
You mean when?
when I invest in a PlayStation 5,
When,
I
yeah.
think that I'm gonna go digital
Mm-hmm.
because now it's getting to the point where the PlayStations are numbered, Xboxes are gonna be numbered or serial.
There's under series or whatever.
Or series, yeah. So everything that you buy rolls over to the next one. They're getting more PC-like. That's perfectly
That's what you
fine.
want. That's what you want.
I expect to get console exclusives like Spider-Man, like Demon Souls, like God of War, like name another console exclusive, whatever. Halo, it doesn't matter.
All of them.
All of those
Yeah.
console exclusives. I want the console exclusives for those consoles.
Yes.
And if I don't ever have to worry about holding onto that disc, like, especially if it doesn't contain any real information, like, I'm kind of leaning towards that boat. Like, if I want to rent a game, if you want to let me try out Persona, like, hey, Ruben,
Persona.
you want to try out Persona? And, like, doesn't PlayStation have that thing where, like, you can just...
That's right. It's part of one of the Xbox Game Pass like specials or elites or greatest hits or something like that. Yeah.
No,
It's in there.
like, what I'm saying is, no, well, not only that, but, like, say if it wasn't on that list.
Okay.
Doesn't PlayStation have that feature where, like, you can share the game with me for, like, an hour so I can, like,
I think
check
like
it
a shared
out?
experience. Yeah.
So I could just check it out, so,
Share player experience like that. Yeah.
I think that's I think more and more I think about it, the more and more I talk about it, is like, if I'm going to eat up my bandwidth anyway, I'd rather use that $100 to buy a new NMD M2 drive to just stick in there so I can have more space,
Yeah.
basically. So
That's true.
That's where I'm at on that. But unfortunately, wasn't able to get one. Tomorrow I'm not really doing much. I got to cut the grass.
See your friends.
No, not seeing my friends. Not seeing my friends. I'm cutting the grass. You're a dumbass, bro.
I'm seeing my friends.
Are you?
Yeah.
Where at?
Your house.
Bro. You can't do that, bro.
I literally just did.
No, you can't. You know why? Because one of our mutual friends who watches this fucking podcast wasn't invited.
Get a couple. It's all couples. It's a couple thing.
Oh.
Hashtag butthurt.
I'm not. All right, why don't you tell them what we're doing tomorrow, bro?
We were having Friendsgivings
Oh, okay.
at your place. All the couples are going there.
All the couples.
Yeah.
So why isn't Morrison Steven invited?
It's not legal in Texas.
Yeah, it is.
Oh.
It's a democratic state, bro.
Oh well, we're keeping it low.
Oh, hashtag-
keeping it low key.
Sup, Biden?
We're keeping it low key.
Yeah, we're keeping it to 10 people.
Yes.
That's why we're doing that.
Exactly.
So sorry, Steven and Morris, if you're listening.
They're not.
But yeah, everybody's coming over to the house tomorrow. And not everybody. My friends that are couples are coming over to the house tomorrow. And I've got to clean up, cut the grass and get everything ready. Alice actually cleaned up most of the house today, so I'm just going to sweep and fold
Keeper.
clothes and then cut the grass and make sure that there's a trash can outside for you fucking savages. Are you drinking
Outside?
tomorrow?
Maybe. I don't know. I've been on a good. I've been on the wagon,
On the wagon?
but not drinking.
Oh, okay.
So
That's cool.
not because
You
I
lose
want
any more weight?
Not because I'm trying to stay sober. It's just for health reasons.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah.
But yeah, so everybody's coming over. Couples are coming over tomorrow for that. I bought pies from House of Pies, pecan and Dutch apple. You're welcome.
I just did craygrasm.
Oh yeah, it's so good. Fucking shout out to House of Pies. They're the greatest pies in Houston,
tier.
Texas. They
Top
are so
tier.
good, guys. If you are not from Houston, let me explain something to you.
You're missing out.
You are missing out, but the week before Thanksgiving, it's one of my customers, so I can get in whenever the fuck I want.
Nice.
The week before Thanksgiving, there is a line, and normally without social distancing, the line goes around the block
Easy.
and like down the street, like at least
Easy.
a mile. Like people wait in this line. Now with 6 foot distance, I think it's going to go like 2 blocks.
Yeah. The line starts outside my house.
And yeah, once they're out, guys. It's like
And the
handmade.
thing is,
It's handmade.
you don't go there and say, "Hey, I would like to have." No, they're like, "We got what we have.
Yeah,
Take it."
whatever you want. Like if you
We make
wait
what we
all
want,
day
yeah.
in the line, all morning in the line, some people camp out like it's fucking PlayStation 5 release, whatever. Like if you wait all day in line and by the time you get to the front, they're like, "We only got banana cream pie," and you're like,
And key lime.
"Fuck." Well, key lime's delicious. Banana cream's is like,
Heathen.
but But yeah, we only got cheesecake now.
Yo,
You're
I'm in.
Fuck, take it. Let's
I'm
go. But yeah, you got to take whatever you can get by the
Yes.
time you get to the front. So there's no pre-order. There's none of that bullshit. It's you wait in line. You fuck. But me, since I'm a vendor, I get in whenever I want, bro. There was literally the line when I drove up today, and it's 2 weeks before Thanksgiving.
I'm not surprised.
There was already a line, and I parked the car, and I start walking in, and
like, "Hey, Ruben, come in."
this lady's like, "Do you work here?" And I'm like, "No." She's like, "Well, why are you walking in there?" "Cause I can."
Because I
I
can't.
fucking walked in that bitch, and I got my pies
Got my pie.
at half price.
Nice.
Anyway,
Nice.
how was your week, bro?
Oh, thank you. My week was week work. Work is picking up, guys. The Christmas season is I've noticed it's getting bigger. I got a helper.
It is upon us.
I got a helper. I gotta go, show him the ropes, how to do it.
Does your helper wear UPS uniform?
No.
Okay, because the kid that delivered my Xbox from UPS was in like jeans and like a black
Just
polo,
casual.
like casual
In
as
casual
fuck.
wear?
And I'm like, why
Who
are
are
you
you?
handling my fucking
Yeah.
Xbox? You pleb.
Yeah. I
Give it to the brown suit guy.
Yeah, or the company needs to give them like logo vest, reflective vest with the logo,
Something.
just that people could be
It's
to
weird.
get identified. Yeah,
It's very
very
weird.
weird because if you see that uniform, okay, I know what this person is.
I trust that guy.
Yeah,
Automatically.
Whatever delivery guy, you know that uniform. But yeah, it's someone in street clothes. You're like,
Street clothes.
get off my
with the
porch.
gold chain and shit, dude. Like straight up fucking that Mexican ass haircut with the fade. Then like
Yeah.
it gets poofy. No, not that one. That's Hawkeye.
budget Hawkeye,
Like the Caesar.
budget Hawkeye.
You're getting the Hawkeye level, bro. I'm just saying.
So yeah, work's getting crazy.
That's good.
I did streaming on Monday. I was playing Street Fighter, dude. I was getting bodied, and I was getting like,
Yeah, you dropped down the gold.
like I
Regular
was going
gold?
regular gold, like low tier garbage gold, like with the
I saw
plebs
that
play.
shit. I was disappointed.
Disappointed in myself, and then eventually like everybody. And then the next day I went back in there, and like everybody was out there. All the boys were hanging out. All the gold, like
Nice.
people that I met there, and we called ourselves the Gold Boys.
The gold boys.
The Gold Boys. And we're all cheering each other on. It's like 5 of us are hanging
The
out.
golden boys.
Yeah, we're talking about making tier lists for our Street Fighter 5 waifu list.
All right, Blanche.
Blancho.
Golden Girls. Sorry, that was a little.
Yeah, so
Never
we did
mind.
that.
You
we
watch
did that.
Golden Girls?
And what else? Wednesday, just chilled out and did research for the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, it wouldn't be a OS podcast without mention of Hades,
Oh, okay.
because I have to play that game.
We're bringing that back.
Yeah, it has to be
Okay.
Hermes and Hammers Part 2. That's what would be the name of this episode.
All right, I'm down. Let's do it.
Hades Chat 2020. And then, of course, I was off Monday, so I was able to sleep in late. Dad came over because he's gonna be busy Saturday. We went to go
You were
pick
off
up.
Monday?
I was off today.
Oh,
Sorry.
you said Monday. I'm sorry.
Sorry.
I was
I'm
like,
Friday.
you're off Monday and Friday?
I was
Fuck.
off, no, I worked Monday, but I was off. I was off today, Friday.
Nice.
Sorry, guys. Yeah, so Dad came over. Dad came over. We got to go get some more 2x4s, some planks, panels for the fence.
Is it done yet?
We have all the pieces now, and now we just got to do putting it
You
up.
gotta put them up?
Yeah, we
Nice.
gotta put them up. We gotta stain them first. We want to stain them first because they're already treated for outdoor,
Mhm.
but we want to stain them just to get the nice color to match everything. So that was good. Did Street Fighter Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday. And
yeah.
that was fun. I went
I
back to
watched
Super
them.
Gold. I went back to Super Gold. It was
I've seen
awesome.
that.
It's guys. I want to say thank you very much for hanging out. It's really fun when you're streaming, but playing by yourself. That's just like playing by yourself, But when you have people in there just socializing and chit chatting, that's what makes it. I don't know why it's connected. Maybe
I'll figure it out
we'll
later.
see. Yeah.
I have to listen.
But
to it.
when your friends are in there chit chatting with you, that just makes the experience. That's what makes streaming
Way better.
Streaming, it does. Everybody's being silly and just hanging out, and so that's what makes it so good. Yeah, I might have to be like
I
an
got you.
update or
You
something.
keep doing your
Keep doing my thing. Keep doing my thing. And yeah, but it's getting up there. It's getting busy. I messaged my coworker Cervantes. I'm like, hey bro, how's work? He's like, dude, it's freaking heavy. I'm like, are you serious? He's like, yeah. I'm like, what about my truck? How's it looking? He's like, dude, it was garbage load and it was bricked out. I was like, oh my god. So I was like, okay, well, I picked a good day to not go to work, and I still have 2 more days to use, so I'll be doing that. Are we not live?
No, you're fine. Keep going.
You're messing me up.
No, we're live. You keep talking. I don't know why you're
Sorry,
stopping.
what? I gotta look at me. You're pushing buttons. Stop pushing buttons. It's like playing Street Fighter. Stop pushing buttons. You keep crush countering them. And then let me see. did some research, some talking points, and
Yeah.
that's about it. So nothing too bad. Last Saturday, just hung out with
You
Mikhail.
didn't get an Xbox or a PlayStation?
Didn't get an Xbox or PlayStation.
Fucking
Like I don't know.
pleb.
I think realized once the deadline was here, I realized
You can wait.
yeah, I'm fine. I got my PC is
It's no problem.
my PC is chugging along.
The
just
only
fine.
reason why I got the S on launch day is because I wanted to play the console Game Pass games, and I bought Valhalla just because I wanted to give it a shot.
Yeah.
I just wanted to give it a
Not
fucking
bad.
shot. That was it.
Yeah.
That's it.
So a week was
It wasn't like I needed it.
yeah.
you know?
And I still stayed with the exercise. Actually, it was Thursday night. I came home kind of late because, like I said, it's getting busy.
Yeah.
And I told myself, you know what, Rick, you've been exercising. Just take the night off. You're fine. I was like, no.
You start with that bullshit.
No, yeah, that's how it starts. You start talking yourself out of what you're doing right.
Yep.
And the next thing you know, you're on that decline again. So I was like, no, wait. I already told myself that I work Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I'm going to be off Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So no, just get it Thursday.
done, bro.
Yeah, you know? So, you know, I do my exercise. Instead of going five different exercises, I do 3. You know, it wasn't as intensive as the rest.
Yeah, but you still did
But I
something.
still did something. I still stayed active. And
Yeah.
Mikhail joined me, and we were doing that while we're watching your stream. You know, just
thank
exercising
you.
and chit chatting and doing. You know, all right. Instead of focusing on arms, core, legs, we did because arms. Yeah, we usually do 3 arms or 3 upper body, 1 core, 1 legs, or we'll take away 1 from the upper body and go maybe double core or double legs like exercises. So this time we just did we do upper body exercise, a core exercise, and a leg.
When you say
exercise.
upper body, what do you
So
talking
upper
about?
body would be like maybe like lifts,
So shoulders.
shoulder lifts,
Shoulders,
maybe some
chest.
rows,
That's,
maybe some
mid-back.
arc bridge presses, something
Okay.
that really focuses on the upper chest, on arms area.
Are you doing anything for back?
For the back, not so much on the back. I
Not
do
like
really
a deadlift or anything like that, but like deadlift with the kettlebell. It was like a 20-pound kettlebell, just straight down, pick up,
I need to do some of that.
Or
I do maybe
like-
like figure 8s, but that kind of feels like
or
more of a
like
squat.
the one in the chest. You bend over and nothing
I
like
haven't done
nothing.
that. I need to look,
Like
look
you're
up
doing
some of those.
shoulders, but are you doing anything for your back?
Nothing
is
for
what
the
I'm
back.
asking.
Not, at least
'Cause
not
you're doing if you're doing a row, you're doing a standing row,
crouched.
crouch.
Yeah.
So like mid.
just bring it back,
It's like,
yeah.
once again like mid back shoulders. Yeah, you need to focus on a little bit
Little
on
bit more of that.
a little bit on the lower back.
Because I want my back
Do
to
something.
be all
You
shaped
want-
out.
You want to be fucking.
I don't want to be
Not
like
just
all.
shaped
I don't want
out,
to be
I'm-
just ripped in front.
Like I don't want you to like go to pick something up at work and then like
Definitely.
like oh like everything else works fine. Oh my
Except
back's
for that
fucked
part.
up.
Yeah, no, you're right. I gotta make sure everything is nice and rounded. So exercising, and like I said, that little whisper, just like, take the night off. It's okay.
Yeah.
No.
Do it, bro.
Fucking
Fucking
work
do
it.
it. Yeah, just
you'll
do
feel
it.
better.
Just
And
be-
sure
just
enough,
get it over with.
And sure enough, I felt better after I did it.
Yeah, for
it
sure.
felt better.
Yeah.
You know. So just stick with it, guys.
That's what's up.
Definitely.
Dude. Good for you.
But
What
yeah,
did you weigh in at this today?
I've weighed in today at 160.2 or something like that.
Nice, dude. Nice. I was at
Not bad.
142.6.
Yeah. So far,
Since we're
I'm
gonna
on. So
keep
far,
track with the podcast.
yeah. So far, I'm on track with. This month's weight average is still equal to last month's average. So,
I don't-
but this we're only like 2 weeks into this month.
Yeah.
So
My
still
mine doesn't keep like the weight average. If you are you using 0 or
I'm using the Fitbit.
Oh.
It has an app, so I could just punch it in every day, which I usually do in the morning.
yeah. I do it
'Cause
every morning because you're the lightest.
Yeah, because I weigh myself after I use the restroom and then while I'm in boxers.
While
so,
you're in boxers.
yeah,
I do it
so-
butt naked.
That works, yeah. So that's when I weigh myself, and I do it every day, and it'll give you a weekly, every day, and it averages it out, and it has a little scale just to bounce around. And
That
show you.
was this past week right there. So you
Nice,
see
at
it just kind
142?
of like
Mm-hmm.
dip down. My goal weight's 146, so I'm 4 pounds below. But I don't know. Like I'm not eating or drinking things. I had fried seafood
Not
today.
drinking anything.
I'm like not. What I said was I'm not drinking things or not eating
I'm not.
things.
I can't tell you what. No,
I can't tell you where he's not. Why not my gumdrop buttons?
There's too much sugar. Can't eat those.
Delicious.
Yeah. So
Gumdrops are gross.
The health path. This is the health podcast, guys. Welcome.
Yeah, welcome. But yeah, so good for you. 160 is good.
Actually, my ideal weight for my height is like 158, so I'm technically overweight by like
2 pounds.
by 3 pounds, 2 pounds. Yeah,
whatever.
I was
You'll be
like,
fine.
sure, fine.
You'll be fine.
So.
I think you're normal BMI. You look great.
So I want to just rattle off some light news.
Oh,
And
okay.
we'll just do some quick discussions.
Sure.
We could talk about it if we want to. If not, we just let it roll.
Sure.
It's been 1 year since Death Stranding has came out, November 8th, 2019.
Okay.
What do you think about it? A year later from its original release date.
It is my second favorite game of 2020.
Really?
because it came out for PC
That's right.
this year.
That's right.
So it's
It
my
came out in the summer,
second favorite
in
game
June.
of 2020. And the reason being is because Hades is number one. We've talked about
The
that.
Hades podcast.
Hades is
Super Giants, pay us.
top tier.
Pay us.
Definitely, Hades is top tier. But I had a little bit of an issue between completing Death Stranding and finding something else to play because what I wanted was more Death Stranding. That was the problem.
Not a bad thing. I still stick by my guns that I think it should be, if you are a video game enthusiast, you should experience it.
Yeah.
It's
definitely not for everybody.
Yeah, it's not for everybody, but if you do like video games, I think you should at least try it out.
Yeah. The gameplay is very simple. Once you get the hang of how to deal with BTs and things like that, like the game is not hard. It's just route planning, which I'm already good at.
That's what I do in real life.
And then like pressing the right buttons at the right time and doing the right things, and then also working together with people that you've never met in the game, that you will never meet in the game.
Access ways, bridges, ladders, ropes.
It is literally building with friends without the friends.
Without the friends, yeah.
I love that game, and I want to see another one. But also, I've heard that Microsoft is trying to like buy a Japanese studio here lately.
Oh, they're trying to put their foothold in the Japanese market, maybe.
Yeah, because they feel like, bitch, you just fucking put your feet on my white shoes.
Don't worry, these are NMDs.
Okay, you're fine.
R1V2s.
All right, they're not dirty Jordans.
Jordans.
So
I was hoping you didn't feel that, but you did. Like,
you
triggered.
I'm wearing all white shoes right now, bro. They're triple whites. So anyway, what I was getting at is like Microsoft is trying to buy a Japanese studio, and there was talks. There's always been rumors. There's been rumors for a while, but they were trying to buy Konami. And what I wanted to happen was for Microsoft to buy Konami, and just be like, "Yo, Hideo, why don't you come and make that PT game that we heard so much about?
Bring your team, bring your crew.
Just bring your team, bring your crew, your whole studio, whatever. We'll pay you.
We'll collab it.
Whatever you want.
We'll collab it.
Because we know it's going to make a shitload of money because you're Hideo Kojima.
Prints out money. Yeah.
And that's what that's like my fantasy of what I would want to happen. Is it going to happen? Probably not.
You know what the sad thing is? Like Konami, they're just sitting on all these IPs that they have, and they're just
fantastic IPs.
They're like, oh, yeah.
PT.
They probably have people coming up like, hey, people are wanting to play some Metal Gear, or they want to play some Silent Hill, and they're probably like, oh, yeah,
whatever.
They want some. They want the people want some Castlevania. They're probably like, oh, yeah,
that's cool. Cool story, bro.
Cool
story, bro.
That's the sad part about Konami, that they have all these great IPs, and they're just like,
or they ruin them like they did with Metal Gear Survive.
Yeah,
which doesn't exist in my book.
Yeah,
Konami, go fuck yourself for making that game. That fucking cash grab that was.
That's what it was.
That's what it was.
Yeah, when survival games were trying to make like a resurgence. I mean, not a resurgence, but just kind of like trying to get. They're like a blip on the radar.
Go fuck yourself, Konami.
I don't play survival games.
Make a better Castlevania next time. Anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love that game. I love Death Stranding. I wish Hideo Kojima the best of luck in whatever his next venture is, because he's already started talking about it. He's been talking about it. And we'll probably see it in 6 years.
We'll see something. We'll see in 6 years.
On PlayStation 5.
On PlayStation 5, yeah. The PlayStation 5 Pro.
Cheers. On the PlayStation 5.5 Pro.
5.5 Pro, yeah. November 7th was N7 Day, Mass Effect Day. Guys, I don't know if you know about this. If you're listening to the podcast, you probably know what Mass Effect is. It's one of my beloved franchise. One of yours too.
Yeah, one of my favorites.
I don't think anybody's out here, if you ask them, like, I don't think they have.
Well, what's N7 Day for those who don't know, Rick?
So November 7th, that's the day for where BioWare had made. They kind of made it, and that's where they take news from Mass Effect and release it.
But not Andromeda, because that game doesn't exist.
I played Andromeda.
But
it wasn't that bad.
Exist. No, it doesn't exist.
It wasn't the
don't
best
say it's
game.
not that bad, because they're gonna make another one.
It wasn't the best game. It wasn't the best game.
No, so terrible.
So Casey Hudson.
Who?
He's one of the heads over there at the BioWare.
Yeah.
Mass Effect Day, Mass Effect Legendary Edition, $59 for the first 3 Mass Effect games, plus all the DLC, the promo weapons, armor, and packs.
Nice.
Fully remastered for the Xbox One, PS4, PC, and will have support for 4K and Ultra HD, and of course, it'll eventually come out for the next gen.
So current gen.
The current gen.
It's coming out for previous gen.
You're right.
Current gens are out.
Current gen is now the PS5.
Current gen, PS5.
That's
Xbox
true.
Series
as of Wednesday. Current
as of
gen is
Tuesday.
Tuesday, yeah. So, but they said They're gonna support early spring 2021 around that time, guys. But
Gen 9.
and they are working on a new Mass Effect game, but it's still
Veteran
under
team.
early stages, very early stages. So
A veteran team is
veteran
working
team.
on.
Good.
What does that mean, though? Are we talking veteran team?
Are we talking about like Mass
Dragon
Effect
Age
1, 2,
2?
and 3?
Are we talking about Mass Effect 1?
I don't know.
Are we talking about Mass
I don't
Effect
know.
2?
So
or
what
Mass
definitely
Effect 3?
has to happen though, because one of the major faults of major flaws of Mass Effect Andromeda, in my opinion, researching it, what were the problems, was that halfway through, the director out.
Right.
He's out. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know if she got cut or they got rid of her. I don't know what happened, but it wasn't working. They had to get somebody else, a whole different direction.
Mm-hmm.
Things had to change on the fly while had to be crunched, and you had to do this during this time constraint, and then it just didn't happen.
And the game didn't work.
It didn't pan out.
And they didn't do any DLC. They didn't.
No,
really
they
kinda
got
gave up
one.
on it.
They had one update to support some of the. I think it was like because they had like a multiplayer feature. I think that's all it was. Yeah, but the multiplayer was I think it was like horde mode.
So here's the deal with Mass Effect. Any new Mass Effect game that's going to come out can't really involve Shepard. And it also has to coincide, like, if you're going to make it after Mass Effect 3, what happens is like, from what I remember, because I never replayed it after they patched it and gave a director's ending.
Right. Yeah.
So from what I remember is like you can choose to blow up all the Mass Effect relays, and then like basically everybody's cut off from the universe. Right, or you can choose. What was the other choice?
You can synthesize with organics with
mechanical
or AI,
right?
or whatever,
or Reavers or whatever it was.
Yeah.
That's from what I remember. That was maybe like 10 years ago. So it like all really depends on your choice, and if they could play off of that choice, and then like do it, like make it work somehow. But like or also with N7 and with the Mass Effect remaster, maybe they can make the cutscene. They could actually finish it and be like, here's what happens when you defeat the Reavers, and like this is the universal ending, because basically all they changed was the color on what it was blue, like red, or green.
Blue, red, yeah.
And it was based off of what you chose. If you were neutral, green. If you were good, blue. And if you were bad, red.
Yep.
So if they could like universalize the ending with this remaster and like make something happen that would like lead to. They don't have to. It's not a remake. It's a remaster.
It's a remaster. That's what I want. I want remaster, just up to date for current PC and console.
Right.
That's what I want. I don't want to do anything crazy.
I kind of want them to fix Mass Effect 1, just a little bit.
Just a tad. Just tidy it up. Just tidy it up.
Just tighten it.
Just tidy it up. That's it.
Squeeze.
But as for this new game they make, I don't even think they have to go with what happened in the trilogy. I mean, this world that they made has so many characters and races that they could just go into anything. Like maybe they could go into the Krogan genophage, or they could go into the first wars with the Turians.
Correct.
Or they could go with how the Geth rose to power. I mean, they built so much story with this.
Yes, they did.
So I think they don't even have to be with that trilogy. Just pick something and maybe run parallel. Maybe somewhere in the background you hear about Reapers coming in or something.
Right.
But I think they could, if they separated from what's going on with the trilogy, I think it'll be fine.
I also think that, but Shepard was like the most famous person ever. He's like the first human on the council. He was so many things. So if you make it in that same time frame, you kind of have to acknowledge the fact of what the fuck Shepard is doing. And especially if like the games was all about decisions, like decisions you made played out throughout the entire game. Like you could choose to kill the Krogan in number 1, right? Or you could choose to talk to him and calm him down and like make him stay with you.
Rex.
Shepard. Or what was the doctor in the second one that actually wrote the genophage?
Yeah, Morden, I think.
Morden?
Yeah.
Shit like that. Like I think that those games were so well written, except for like the third one, not like the end. But like I think they were so well written and so well done that like they could have done so much with it. And like to close off the ending in such a way in 3 was kind of like I never like once I played it once, I never went back and played it again.
Yeah.
I never went back
to see the different decisions maybe.
Nope, never saw the director's cut or editor's cut or whatever.
Yeah.
Never went back to see how they fixed it. I could watch it on YouTube, but
easy.
Never watched it either.
Well, the thing is, in my opinion, is when you have something, when you start with the first game and all these choices, start branching out. Eventually, within 3 games, everything has to come back. Maybe it's not the most prettiest way or the most elegant way or the most elaborate way, but everything just has to come up to wrap everything up. And yes, it's kind of speedy and hasty, but
here's my problem with what you're talking about with it all coming back, right? So the problem with 3 wasn't the fact that the endings were just different colors. The fact of the matter is that no matter what fucking choices you made throughout the entire series, you could change the way you felt at the end.
Oh yeah.
To get all 3 different endings.
Oh yeah.
That was the problem. It's like if I was a piece of shit person my entire career in Mass Effect, and then I get to the bottom, I was like, I want to save the human race.
I had to change your heart.
The fuck is that?
Well, I mean, unless it locks you out or something. I don't know. I mean, I guess.
Like basically, you can get to the last part, save, and then. Oh, reload the save. Oh, green.
Try it out.
I'll reload the save.
That's not
blue.
I don't think that's a negative. I don't think that's a
I
negative.
don't know, bro.
I don't think that's a negative.
I think that's shoddy writing.
I don't think it's a negative. I mean, the game had to wrap up. But the only
It did have to wrap up, but
it had to wrap up, but it's fine.
Did it have to wrap up with 3 different colors? I think they
We'll
could have done
see.
a better wrap up. Is
Maybe,
what I'm saying. Like,
maybe
different things.
So
could happen.
we'll see. But it's early projects, and I'm just glad it's coming out again because in my heart of hearts, the 2 was my favorite one. I know you said you loved the first one.
I love the first one.
So I
Like
can't wait.
that one. Spring 2021. For those that don't know, the Mass Effect trilogy remaster.
Yes. So keep your eyes
forward to
open,
that
yeah.
shit. What else you got, brother?
I am not. We are not sponsored by Steam at all.
Are we?
But we frequent Steam a lot. That's where we go for our PC games.
Yeah, that's where I'm like 90% of the population goes.
Exactly. So, guys, we're not shilling or nothing, but
You talking about that sale?
we're not shilling though. But I'm talking about the fighting game sale.
I
Guys,
love the fact that I logged into Steam today and I saw that shit. I was like, yo, Rick, where you at?
Yo, yeah. So I think everybody just agrees. Just look at that layout. Fighting game sale. You just see all the iconic fighters from different games in that neon colored. Like that looks so cool.
Like arcade
like
style.
yeah, I want that. I just want like a wallpaper of that. You know,
That's dope.
But guys, there's so many games out there. If you want to try fighting games,
Not only were they fighting games, but there was also like
some beat 'em ups,
brawlings and beat 'em ups and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So it's like fighting style games.
fighting style games. Yeah. So I mean, guys, give it a shot. Check it out. I mean, there's the new
I
Guilty
saw
Gear.
Grand Blue, Guilty Gear.
The
saw
Guilty
Street
Gear,
Fighter.
Accent Core R Plus. The one I just recently got a rollback update, so it's like plays really, really well online.
They also had a category for rollback games.
Yeah, they actually had a category for that.
The rollback games.
Like, yeah,
I was like, holy
that Guilty Gear is $2.99. Like, I spent $3 on worse.
Yeah.
You know, so I just picked it up. Poof,
I
I'm gonna
bought
try it
a
out.
quarter pounder for $3. Let's
Exactly.
go. Let's
so
go.
I mean, guys, I'm not
Guilty
shilling
Gear.
for Steam, but you want to try out some fighting games?
Fuck yeah.
Give it a shot. November 12th through the 16th.
Good.
So
Good. That's a good
heads up,
topic. I
heads
love
up.
that shit.
Segueing into Tekken 7 season 4
shit.
just came out. It was released on November 10th.
Let's go.
So we got a new character, Kunimitsu, nice little ninja foxy girl.
Oh.
But
Waifu?
very much waifu material.
Okay.
Very much
Alright,
waifu material.
okay,
Ain't no doubt
okay,
about it.
okay.
But the biggest takeaway from that I'm getting is in this patch they implemented the Wi-Fi indicators. And
Nice.
and just from what I've gathered online, looking around on some of the subreddits, like it looks like some people are kind of upset about it. I don't know, they're just kind of trolling because people are like, well, people doesn't want to play with me anymore because I have Wi-Fi. They're just
Can I
cutting out.
piggyback on
Let's
that
go,
just
let's
a little
go.
bit? So, Tekken 7's on
PC,
Game Pass.
PlayStation.
It's on Game Pass.
Oh, nice.
Oh yeah. So that Wi-Fi is way faster than the PlayStation Wi-Fi or Switch Wi-Fi. It's up to date.
Nice.
Is what I'm saying. And that Wi-Fi is top tier. I downloaded Doom Eternal, which is 54 gigs in like 10 minutes, which is like Steam wired connection, hardlined computer with 12 cores type shit, right? Does that still play into that effect? Like,
Well,
I'm using an upgraded console?
Well, I don't know how
'Cause,
well
like-
an upgraded console works, but the way that generally works from what I've gathered
Let me
and
download
researched
it
so
right
far is the Wi-Fi, the way it works, it's always sending out these packet signals. And at one point, it has to slow down and it has to go. So you can, even though you have the best Wi-Fi, it's going, and then it has to stop, send the packet. And that's going to cause a
I
spike.
got lost? Yeah.
It's going to cause a spike. You know, it's
I got you.
always going to happen regardless of how good your Wi-Fi is.
No, I get it.
So, and like I said, when you're just playing a casual player with your friends and be silly, probably doesn't matter. But when there's, things on the line and there's frames that could make or break it.
Fair enough.
Always go for, and in my opinion, when it comes to fighting games and competitive games, go hardline.
Oh, for sure. All the time.
But there's sometimes, hey, look.
But I was just throwing out that, hey, these new consoles have better
and
Wi-Fi,
I want
better
to talk about that real quick because Alex Valle out there from Wednesday Night Fights, he tweeted out he got a PlayStation 5 and he says connection from PS5 to PC seems really good. He said connection from PS5 to PS5 unknown because not enough people have PS5.
Right.
He said connections from PS5 to PS4 seems hit or miss. But like so these new consoles, I'm guessing they have stronger Wi-Fi cards, I guess.
They have better, they just have better everything.
Better builds, yeah. So I mean, hey, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Of course, I still say go hardline, guys.
Always. Of course,
but if you have to,
But if you're like right now, like I'm at your house, she's playing on my console. We're not hardline.
Oh yeah.
Connect to the Wi-Fi.
Yeah, we're just
Like if I bring it over here, but also like with fighting game talk, since we're talking about that, do you think that developers should make a switch over to the Xbox, considering how powerful that little machine is? Would you rather have that little machine at a table doing work with people's like fight sticks plugged into them in the back or whatever? Or would you rather have that giant?
And that's another concern too. Alex Bailey and Javi for here from the Houston, Texas TO, they talked about it. When you have these huge tournaments, they even said how stackable are these consoles, because the PlayStations are pretty even. They're flat. You just stack them
right.
When you're when you're setting up stations and setups. You just stack them top. These the new PlayStation, they're kind of curvy and everything.
Yeah, they got
so
the curve on the top.
You might not be able to stack as much when you're lugging them around. When you gotta have
that little
10 stations.
That little bitch right there, bro, is just like
exactly. And that was actually a conversation piece. And another thing they brought up also with the new consoles is when it comes to fighting games is that with the PlayStation you could shut off Bluetooth, because there's been a lot of times that people who play on pad, when they walk off, they might hit the PlayStation home button and
really
shuts down. Yeah, so someone's playing, and the previous person who was on there with the controller hits the PlayStation button.
Oh, that's bullshit.
Yeah, so now the consoles, you can actually shut off the Bluetooth. That way you won't have to have that problem. So that's another good thing that these consoles have with the fighting games. But yeah, I think Wi-Fi indicators, I like it.
I think it's good.
I think that should be the new norm now for all games to have it.
New norm?
Yeah.
Like masks?
So it's a new norm. So, but we'll see. I know some people are talking about it. I mean,
don't mass shame me, bro.
Well, I know maybe it's just our Kappa just being trolls and talking about people are getting butthurt. Maybe people aren't. I don't know. I don't take our Kappa serious at all. They're a bunch of fucking trolls.
Just like T-Fat K.
I don't even know the guy. Tell him B. Tell him B.
Fighter and the kids with the Z. Games with the Z, bro.
Tell him, bro. So going into. I'll go 2 segues. I'm going to choose Xbox.
Okay.
So Xbox had their biggest launch in Xbox history. I went to the website, go check it out. They didn't give you like hard numbers to see how much it was.
Nope.
But they said this is the most they ever had. So I mean,
and without a Halo game, which is surprising.
I'm not surprised with all the hype that's going on now, and just throughout the whole year that video game sales have been so strong.
Yeah.
And the Xbox is more readily available than the PlayStation. Is that a fair assessment?
That's a fair assessment.
Yeah, so I'm guessing with them being available, that I could see why that could be the best.
And I think Switch had sold something like 24 million.
I saw that
consoles.
I saw that. According to the NPD reports, it's been selling like hotcakes, and I think it's going to continue selling.
But now you got something to match that price point. I think Xbox was very smart.
The Xbox will be. I think the Xbox will be close.
I think I think if they could put out enough of those consoles, I think that it's going to give it a run.
And I think that's what's going to hold back Sony from being the best seller. Not that I don't think they really care. I mean, I think once they have those consoles churning them out the factories, they're going to be selling like hotcakes. But as for like holiday, they probably won't have the best.
Well, here's the problem: that console's ugly as fuck. It is. It's fucking gross looking.
It's okay.
Now, if somebody could 3D print some fucking side panels for that bitch to make it flat without needing a fucking kickstand to go, even. You know what I'm saying? If they could come up with something like that, yeah,
maybe.
But like, it's. I don't know.
See, my console's hide behind my monitor, so I don't even see them. So to me, the aesthetics of how they are.
I'm not the biggest fan of the aesthetics of the console, just because they made it with curved edges where you had to remove a screw from the base to like swap it over to something that it actually doesn't. It's just like two little hangers. That was it. It was just two little hangers that like kind of like
really.
And if you like bump the console or if you bump your desk or whatever, it'll fucking slide off of that thing.
Oh.
So it's kind of scary.
For your big,
I don't think it's
$500 investment. Yeah.
I don't 400 or 500,
Yeah.
but I don't think it's the most attractive of all consoles. I think that it not coming out with a 1440p resolution, which is like the main computer resolution, which is what I play on anyway. With them not coming out with the 1440p resolution support is kind of eh. I think also having the NMD M.2 slot in the fucking case ready to go, but no support for it at launch, and then the console only has 665 gigabytes, but like the new Call of Duty, if you're gonna play that, takes up a third of that. If you wanted to play Spider-Man, that's another fourth of that, and then like you can't play PlayStation 5 games from an external hard drive. It has to be on an internal.
Mm-hmm.
But hey, you can't transfer them off either, even if you have a 3.0 external hard drive. Like, these are issues that they need to fix that Xbox is just like, yeah, whatever, bro. Transfer it off.
Just play.
Transfer it off your main hard drive. You know, put whatever game you're playing on there, and when you want to play, put it back on there. It doesn't take that long. It's no big deal. Whatever. Like, there's a bunch of little bullshit things
That's starting to add up and starting to reveal.
That like PlayStation could have like put out there, and then like had the upper hand. Like, I think PlayStation will have and does have the upper hand. Like eventually, we'll say like 6 months from now. So I'm gonna say like May. That PlayStation's gonna be like the highest tier of console. I feel like not 2021, but 2022
Mm-hmm. Okay.
E3 or whatever they're gonna call it now. They're going to be like, oh, here's the PS5 Pro, whatever the fuck. And then the PS5 Pro is going to be like a flat base that you can actually put shit on top of.
They're probably going to get all the feedback from the user. Be like, oh, you know what? Let's change this slightly. Let's add this. Let's change that. Yeah.
I think in 2 years, we're going to have a way better PS5. I'm sorry, a PS5.5. That's going to be like the greatest shit.
Even better.
Faster load times, faster whatever. Faster everything. Like the PS4 Pro was.
Of course. Yeah.
So, yeah, I think that PlayStation could have done things better. I think Xbox could have done things better. Like, you know, actually have fucking games come out for your console.
Well, you know.
Like, you got...
But they're banking on the Game Pass. So
you got Valhalla.
They're banking on the Game Pass.
Yeah, you're banking on Game Pass. So you got Valhalla.
Yeah. It's one of those things where if you have Xbox, you probably have Valhalla. For sure.
That's it.
Yeah. So,
nothing else.
Capcom sells. Just something that I saw real quick. I just said that twice. Capcom sells update. So, Monster Hunter World, Iceborne, they so far have at 6.6 million copies sold. Resident Evil 7 Biohazard at 8.3 million copies sold. You know, they have other games, but the one I saw, Street Fighter 5, has 300,000 sales since June 30th.
That's not bad.
So just since June, since it's Championship Edition, since it's been discounted on Steam and PlayStation, and since it was free on PlayStation Plus.
Is it on sale right now?
It's on sale now.
The Championship Edition.
I think the core edition is $7.99.
Oh, that's not.
So I don't know.
But what about the Championship?
It's probably gonna still be $30 roughly. I don't know. We'll see.
The 30th anniversary edition is like $12.
Yes.
So if you want like Street Fighter 1,
you want the old school ones, yeah.
Alpha and all
you
that
want
shit.
the old school ones out there too,
On
yeah,
Steam.
like 30. Yeah. So to me, just seeing that, that Capcom is making some sales with Street Fighter 5, I think to me is a good spot. Of course, that's my favorite franchise, and I'm biased, guys. So take it as you will. But if you do look at their list, you see that a lot of the games are just doing really, really well.
The Champion Edition is 33% off at $19.98.
That's just the edition, or like
buy Street Fighter 5 Champion Edition 33% off from $29.99 to $19.98. That's not bad.
It's not bad, guys, but you know,
we would have saved $6.
Yeah,
I'll buy it today. I'll start getting good.
So speaking of sales, October NPD reports.
Oh,
what do you think?
Is that time?
Is that time?
Ghost of Tsushima.
Ghost of Tsushima is not in the top 10.
No.
Mario
Kart, Super Smash Brothers.
No. Okay.
NBA 2K21.
NBA. NBA.
NFL.
Not NBA. NFL is in there. So we have Madden NFL at number 2. Number 1 is a sports game.
Number 1 is a sports game?
Worldwide.
I said NFL. I said NBA. Yeah.
The worldwide one. No, this is worldwide. FIFA.
Number 1?
It's FIFA.
For October.
What
came out in August?
did come out in August? Sports games?
Fuck, what came out in August?
Okay.
I can't even remember. Anyway.
But, yeah. So I'm just going to rattle off some, guys.
Okay.
FIFA 21. That's number 1.
Okay.
Madden NFL at number 2. Number 3.
Fucking EA, dude.
Watch Dogs Legions.
That came out in August?
No, but this is for October.
Oh,
this
for
is
October.
This is for October.
Oh, Watch Dogs was up there?
Watch Dogs was up there.
Okay.
NHL 21. So we already have 3 sports games in the top.
They're all by EA?
Yeah.
Hand over fist, dude.
So when you said Mario Kart, it is Mario Kart, but it's Mario Kart Live Home Circuit.
Really? That was a top seller?
The one with the
What did they sell?
toys?
5 editions of that?
I don't know.
How did that make MPDs, bro?
I don't know.
It's $100 game with a fucking RC car that you need a big enough room with a good Wi-Fi connection to run this thing.
I think that's what it was. The price is so high that the few that they did sell just.
Dude, get the fuck out of here. That's not a top selling game.
Like you have, according to MPDs,
no fucking way.
I'm guessing maybe the collectors got it because you do get the little car. But even
how
then,
many fucking collectors
but
are
even
there?
then, do you need a Mario Kart race car? Do you need that? Number 6, Super Mario 3D All Stars.
Okay, I can.
Number 7, Animal Crossing New Horizon.
Okay.
3 Nintendo games right there, which is usually the norm.
Also EA games.
Yeah,
but like EA games could contribute to that.
At number 8, we have Star Wars Squadrons.
Okay. $30 game. I'm not upset at that.
$30 game with VR support.
Excuse me.
With VR support. That's one of the passion project that they had. Number 9, Call of Duty. That game is never going away.
Yeah, it is.
It's
called
right.
Today.
It's called.
It's called Today. It's called November 13th. I'm sorry, 12th. That was yesterday.
Was it called Cold War?
Cold War.
Cold War.
It's gonna go away next week. It'll be Cold War, or next month.
Yep.
Or whatever.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
And then everybody's
for
gonna be
November.
upset and
For November,
Warzone.
we're gonna see it up there. It's gonna be Valhalla. We're gonna see COD.
You're gonna see
Sports
Godfall. You'll see sports games. You'll see hopefully Spider-Man and
Spider-Man's
or Demon Souls.
And Mario
One
Kart
of the two.
Live.
I would say fuck.
For sure, Mario Kart. I mean, for sure.
Not Mario
Morales.
Kart Live, dude. Like,
I'm
who
sorry.
the fuck bought that game?
I don't know, guys. If you bought that
What
game,
white
if you bought that
people
game,
have enough room in their house.
you got too much income, Papa.
You got too much room in your
But
house.
show us though. I want to see it.
And no carpet. Also,
No carpet.
No carpet.
No
That thing ain't
carpet.
no carpet.
All tile. And number 10, we have Crash Bandicoot 4. It's about time.
I kind of want to get that.
I heard good things
kinda
about
wanna
it.
get
I
it.
heard a good thing. One of my friends, Ant, he's been playing it. He streams it, and
Yeah?
it looked great.
Nice.
It looked great. So
It looks good.
yeah. Following
I think it's
the
on Xbox.
following the NPD sales, it has jumped an increase just overall, according to NPD, total video game sales in the millions. From in October of 2019, it was at 358 million, 300,000.
God damn it! What are you
It's
saying?
a lot.
It's a lot. 300.
It's a lot. It's so much, guys, that it jumped 14% compared from October
Last
2019
year?
to up to October 2020.
That's fucking
Up
crazy.
14%. That's just how big gaming got this
And
year.
we're about to have a second lockdown, guys. That shit's gonna be.
Are you fucking serious? Get the fuck
it's
out.
not going away. We're having like 110,000 cases a fucking day, bro.
Again?
Yes.
The
It's
riots.
the biggest it's ever been.
And it's
It's protests. It's riots. It's fucking
Everything.
Everybody
Ballot
cheering
counting.
out Biden and all that shit.
ballot counting.
It's a red state, boys. We don't. You didn't hear about any of that shit here in Houston, did you?
Facts.
Nope. Sure didn't. That shit happened in New York and LA.
The Blue Boys.
The Blue Boys.
The Blue Boys.
We are a blue city though, but no politics. All politics aside, guys. The Take-Two Codemasters merger was confirmed to be on just under $1 billion for the first quarter of 2021.
Wow.
Codemasters are the guys that make the F1 games. They're
That's right,
with
that's
Take-Two
right,
and
that's
Take-Two
right.
Interactive. So that did get confirmed from the news that I delivered last week. There was a hostage situation at Ubisoft.
I saw that
Montreal.
somewhere.
I'm sorry, Montreal.
Montreal.
Today.
Not impressed by performance.
Not impressed by your performance. Yeah, they were basically saying like the police and SWAT got called out, but it was
What happened?
like
Was
some
it a
bullshit.
prank or something? Some bullshit.
I hope everybody's okay. That's
I
all.
hope so. That's bullshit. I mean,
They
don't do
they
that.
just put out a brand new Watch Dogs game, so
Oh my god.
Hopefully,
Is that bad?
Hmm?
Were the microtransactions that bad?
I don't think so. I don't think they were that
I
bad.
was listening to one of the podcasts, video game podcasts I listened to, and they were talking about, they're like, and it's like, well, I'm not missing out because I never played any of the Watch Dogs, so I was like,
I didn't give Watch Dogs enough time.
a proper chance. It's fair shake.
I do own 2, and I believe one. I think I got them for free on Ubisoft
Oh, like a humble bundle thingy.
on like PC, but like I never played them. Like I would just
There was
play
no
Grand
desire.
Theft
You're
Auto.
like, you'd see them, like you go through your list, like I gotta play something. You're like, oh, Watch Dogs. That's
Like
nice.
I do want to do it eventually, but I'd
go
rather
back,
play
yeah.
Shadow of Mordor, Shadow of War, or any other
Valhalla,
open world game,
yeah.
or Witcher 3 for the 3rd time. I'd rather play anything else.
Without the DLC.
I'd rather play anything else.
Anything else? Yeah, that kind of tells you something about the. I don't know. I mean, I'm not trying to shit on games.
No.
But to me, it's like
It never caught my attention. I always thought it had an like the E3 trailer
Tech
for
demo, whatever, yeah.
Watch Dogs, the original Watch Dogs, was just something else. And then I saw the review, and then I saw that it wasn't
up to snuff.
what they were
up to par.
what they were doing, and I was just out.
Yeah.
I was out automatically.
Yeah.
Kind of like the Division. Like I was in on the Division original like E3 reveal trailer. I was like, holy shit! Like you're
Looter
you're
shooter.
a
Let's
looter
go.
shooter. You
Live
lean up
game.
against the car, and then like as he's walking down the length of the car, he fucking closed the open car door on the cop car, and I was like, that was a nice detail.
Nice touch.
That was a nice touch.
Nice touch.
But then like that does happen in the game. But then like
It happens every
like
time.
they were like, you're gonna be able to play on mobile on your drive home or your bus
Yeah.
ride home or whatever. Like you're gonna control the drone and help out your friends who are currently playing on their consoles. It never happened.
Yeah.
Shit like that. I was just like, I learned not to
Well,
trust Ubisoft on that kind of stuff.
Big promises. Just give me gameplay.
I trust them for the most part on Assassin's Creed. Assassin's Creed is always buggy.
The
at
tried and
launch.
true.
It's always buggy at launch, but it always ends
Gets
up
patched
being
out.
a solid game, regardless of all the bugs. And the music is good. The historical accuracy of like some of the characters and people that are in the game
portrayed.
is pretty fucking
Yeah,
well done.
I know-
Like, they do the research. It takes them 3 years to do the.
I know
damn
ever
game.
since Assassin's Creed Origins, it's got that that shot in the arm and got that boost.
This is definitely a different game from the last two.
Oh?
I can very much tell from what I've played so far. I mean, it does have the likenesses, but it's also trying to separate
It
itself.
does have some degrees that separate from the.
Oh yeah, they're trying to simplify things, but also make things more explorative. They don't want you to just be going into menus and doing a bunch of shit. They want you to explore. They don't want your bird to do all the work. They want you to fucking like actually see the gameplay.
Good.
and things like that. Like I'm happy with the changes that they made so far. I'm only 10 hours in,
Wow.
but I want to see more things that they do with it. So very happy with the things that they did with Assassin's Creed. Not so much Division or Splinter Cell or
Mm-hmm.
Rainbow Six or whatever, whatever else. But speaking of unimpressive sequels,
What?
Halo 4 is coming to PC next Tuesday
The
on
17th?
November 17th.
Oh.
It's already out, of course, if you own a console, but it is coming to the PC Master Chief Collection. I downloaded Halo 5 while I was at work today.
That's right.
Because I never got to play it at all, ever. So I'm going to give that one a shot at some point. If I can pull myself away from Assassin's Creed. But I'm looking forward to Halo 4 only because I didn't play it, but I didn't hear good things.
Oh, yeah, give it a shot.
I'll give it a
That's
shot.
the OST one.
OST was Halo 3.
I don't know. Everybody tells me about it. I don't
Halo
play enough
4
Halo. That shows you how ignorant I am.
Halo 4 was the first foray that 343 had in.
Oh.
They 343 like put their foot in, and then like Halo 5 was the second, and now we're gonna get Halo Infinite, and we're gonna really see if Halo sticks around anymore after that because of that Gary character. What was his name? His name was Gary,
Gary?
right? The
Oh.
brute. Was it Gary? I could have sworn his name was Gary.
I know he's a cover on one of our thumbnails. Legacy Athletics. Check out the episode, guys. It's a good one.
And the last thing I got today, man,
Mm.
is we were talking about remasters and all that stuff earlier.
Aw.
But this one isn't really a remaster, as they're calling it a collection. Did you see this?
No, tell me.
No. 1 and 2 with all DLC and all that stuff with increased frame rate and graphics is coming to PS5 in February.
February.
Neo 2 owners will get the free bump, but if you want Neo 1 and Neo 2, you got to get the collection.
Okay.
So
Well,
if you've never played either one, which I'm sure you haven't,
I played the first one.
through all the way through.
No.
Oh, okay,
not
then
that
it
good.
might be
We'll see.
a good buy
We'll see.
in February
Demon Souls.
whenever we can actually
Demon Souls.
get Neo and PlayStation 5.
Like I'll be like, I'm sorry guys. I'm not shitting on Nio fans, but I'm like,
No.
no.
Demon Souls.
Demon Souls.
I don't want to play with you anymore.
Yeah. I don't want to play with you
I don't
anymore.
wanna play with you anymore.
Demon Souls.
Oh, but that's all I got,
That's
brother.
probably gonna happen. Not bad. It's not bad.
What you got? Where can we find you, Rick?
You guys can catch me at OS_Rick. You catch me on Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, Instagram. I love streaming. I love putting all my videos on the YouTube. You can watch them there. Just hang out, have fun. While watch me play Hades and Street Fighter, because that's all I do. And when I'm not doing that, I'm trolling you, which is fun. I'm throwing you cheers, throwing you money every time to help you fund you for your PlayStation 5 expeditions.
Yep.
So you catch me there, guys, and it's always a pleasure. Like I said, we do this because we love doing it. I always look forward to on Friday nights. Me and Ruben get together. We talk about when and where, and ideas and notes and ideas just to make the podcast better. I mean, every time we wrap up a show, we literally just stop and think about what changes can we make, what can we add, what can we do different, just to make not only our podcast better, but our equipment, our show, our friendship. Because we're not telling what we're saying to other friends.
You don't get to see
on the
after the
weekends.
show, guys. Yeah, it's not good.
Okay.
We yell at each other like we're married.
It feels bad, but yeah, guys, catch me there all the time. It's always a pleasure.
And as always, guys, you can catch me on all things social media at OS_onslaught. Guys, we appreciate you checking out the stream, or finding this podcast on SoundCloud or Pocket Cast or Apple Podcasts or whatever. But please subscribe, rate and review us on Apple Podcasts, subscribe on YouTube, whatever it is. We're not asking for any money. We're giving you free content.
Yeah,
just word of mouth.
We do it
guys.
'cause we love it.
We love you so much. Any questions, comments, or concerns, hit us up at Optionselectpodcast on all things social media, including our Gmail. And as always, guys, wear a mask, stay safe,
take care of yourselves,
wash your fucking hands,
go for walks, eat right, get some sleep. Just take care of yourself, guys. That's all you got to do.
and be healthy, guys.
Yeah,
we love you.
Take care of yourself.
See you next week.
Bye.
Peace.